chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Natural Resources, Honorable Emmanuel Otim, said that there is a need to switch to a cleaner energy in the refugee settlements as a means to avert the issue of green cover loss caused by the refugee influx in many parts of the country. Otim says that they are now to focus on the Yumbe district, which is one of the largest refugee settlements in the country, with over 27,000 refugees, largely dependent on firewood as their source of fuel. Now they need the firewood for cooking, charcoal as a source of livelihood. Forest cover has dwindled to less than 20% as of now, and he made the comments during the launch of the Regreening Yumbe project under the stewardship of the CARE International and its partners at an event which was hosted right here in Kampala. And our reporter Robert Ndiamhachi was there to gather for you this big story.
There is pride in hosting refugees, but there is a price you pay while hosting refugees. And Yumbe district in northern Uganda is already paying that price. Such was the remark of the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for Yumbe district, where the project is being implemented.
It has a pressure on the natural resources. It has a pressure in terms of service delivery in areas of education, in areas of health, environment, even usage of roads. By the way, our roads get damaged ever after a short interval because the traffic volume on the roads that help the refugees is too big.
The project that has been called Regreening Yumbe aims to reverse land degradation on 25,000 hectares of degraded land on which a Bidi Bidi refugee settlement camp sits, according to CARE International, the project stewards.
The Regreening Yumbe communities in Uganda project. It's a 5-year project that is going to help to restore landscapes, to improve livelihoods, and to build resilience to climate change. The
refugee influx in Bidi Bidi settlement in Yumbe district, which is home to an estimated 272,261 refugees, is quickly putting strain on natural resources in the district, according to Rasul Dwajiga, the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer of the district.
We have lost some species of trees that will not regenerate again. They have been there for years and years, but this time they are gone. The wetlands have dried because people's settlement are in the wetlands. Agricultural activities are in the wetlands.
Accordingly, the refugee community is taking a toll on the natural resource base, especially wood fuel on which the community depends for livelihood and consumption. Several alternative sources of energy need to be found, says Dr. Emmanuel Otim, the chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Natural Resources and the Environment.
Yumbe is just one aspect, but we need to address issues of livelihood. We need to address alternative sources of energy. We need to discuss the issue of a very, very fast growing population. Can we control, like other countries have controlled their population, so that you balance the available resources, but also with development?
CARE International, the stewards of the project, say the project will focus on gender, restoration of landscapes and livelihoods as a means to reverse the adverse effects of degradation.
We're going to look out for some of these value chains that touch women, that also touch the majority of the refugees, and we are going to strengthen this so as to improve incomes for these households. And hopefully, in doing so, we will reduce on the negative coping mechanisms of especially livelihood.
Uganda is the largest refugee hosting country in Africa and one of the largest in the world, with an estimated 1.5 million refugees, according to the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, and most of the refugees come from South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Ethiopia. The refugees are spread out in different refugee settlements in different parts of the country where they are located, a piece of land, support their family. However, with the growing influx of refugees, especially from South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo, the influx is putting pressure on local resources on which the host communities have to depend, as well as the refugees. and that is already posing a danger in different refugee settlements across the country. Robert Ndiamhachi for BTM News Today.